Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video we got another game review video to discuss. We're looking at the games that happened over the weekend. Looking forward to the last few days of NHL action. And look at the standings as most things are starting to wrap up, heading into their final few days of the regular season. We'll go to all of that coming up right now. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here. Before we begin this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below. Thank you for all your support. I've never been able to with all of you guys, so if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to leave a comment down in the comment section below so you know discuss today's video. Now, a quick update here before I start my news video. Just recap here quickly, there's going to be no game review video on Thursday. We're going to have a game review and playoff preview video on Friday, so stay tuned for that. We'll also have a couple of off-season preview videos hopefully coming out in the next couple of days. I'm hoping to do another news video either on Thursday or Saturday. And on top of that, I'm hoping to do a video dedicated to the Arizona-Utah situation when it's made official. So hopefully we'll be able to get all of these done over the next week. But for today, we have an off-season preview video here to discuss. Now, there were 25 games over the past 3 days, 13 of games that happened over on Saturday, 4 on Sunday, and 8 yesterday and Monday. So go to all those here. First, the New York Rangers overcame a third-period deficit and beat the New York Islanders on Saturday, 3-2 in a shootout, as they have won 4 of 6 and improved to 54, 23, and 4. While the Islanders have a 7-game point streak after a 6-game winning streak ends, and they fall to 37, 27, 16. Snuggers out there for New York I. Panarin and Shire were 2 regulation goal scorers, and Panarin and Trocheck both scored in a shootout for Rangers in the win, while Nelson scored both goals, and Foshing and Palmieri both had 2 assists for the Islanders in the shootout loss. So a bad loss there for NYI. Then we saw Dallas Stars jump out to a 3-0 lead and wound up being the Seattle Kraken 3-1, as they won 3 of 4 and they improved to 51, 21, 9, clinching the Central Division. So very good stuff there for Dallas. Well, the Kraken have lost 3 of 5 and fall 33, 33, 13. So I'm there for Seattle. For the Stars, Heiskanen had 3.0 with a goal and 2 assists. Robertson had a goal and 8 assists, and Smith also scored for Stars, while Yamamoto was lone goal scorer for a Kraken in the loss. So a bad loss there for Seattle. Then we saw the Winnipeg Jets come out and in a first round preview destroy the Colorado Avalanche 7-0, as the Jets have now won 6 straight and improved to 50, 24, and 6, while the Avalanche have lost 3 of 4 and fall to 49, 25, and 6. Nuggets up there for Colorado. For the Jets, Monahan had 2 goals and 8 assists, and Morrissey had a goal and 2 assists, both at 3-point nights. Lowry scored twice. Connor, Ehlers, and Gustafsson all had 2 assists, and Velarde and Toffoli both also scored for the Jets in the win, with Hellebuyck stopping all 30 shots he faced. So very good stuff there for the Jets. Then we saw the Florida Panthers win a tightly contested affair in overtime, thanks to this goal here from Sam Reinhart, and local Square Sportsnet. But Reinhart was able to get the OT winner to help the Panthers down the Buffalo Sabres 3-2 in overtime, as the Panthers have won 3 straight and have a 5-game point streak, and they improve to 51, 24, and 6. While the Sabres have lost 3 of 4 and fall 38, 37, 6. Nuggets are there for Buffalo. For the Panthers, Stenlund, Reinhart, who had the OT winner, and Lindell were the 3 goal scorers for the Panthers in the win, while Jost and Quinn were 2 goal scorers for the Sabres in the OT loss. So a bad loss there for the Buffalo Sabres. Then we saw Philadelphia Flyers open the scoring and down the Devils 1-0 on Saturday, as they have won 2 straight and improved to 38, 32, 11, while the Devils have lost 6 of 8 and fall 38, 38, 5 on the season. So Nuggets are there for the Devils. For the Flyers, Konechny was the lone goal scorer. Erskine stopped all 20 shots he faced in a shot, and the victory for Flyers in the win, while Kakinen stopped 20 shots in the loss for New Jersey Devils. So bad loss there for New Jersey. Then we saw Washington Capitals blow a few leads, but recovered and got a massive win over the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-2, as they have a point in 3 of 4 games and they improved to 38, 31, and 11, while the Bolts have lost 3 of 4 and they fall to 44, 28, 8 on the season. Snuggers out there for Tampa. For the Capitals, Milano scored twice, Dallin Carlson both also scored for Capitals in the win, while Duclair and Hagel were 2 goal scorers for Bolts in the loss. So bad loss there for Tampa. Then we saw the Ottawa Senators overcome 4 deficits and beat the Montreal Canadiens 5-4 in a shootout, as they have won 3 of 4 and improved to 36, 40, and 4, while the Canadiens have now lost 5 of 6 and fall to 30, 36, and 14. So I'll go sit there for Montreal. For Ottawa, Kachuk had 2 goals and 8 assists, and Sanderson, who had 3 assists, both had 3-point nights. Batherson and Giroux both had 2 assists, and Chabot and Pinto both also scored in regulation, with Batherson being the lone shootout goal scorer for the Senators in the win. While for the Canadiens, Caulfield scored twice. Matheson and Newhook both had a goal and 8 assists, and Savard added 2 assists for Canadiens in the shootout loss. So bad loss there for the Canadiens. Then we saw the Detroit Red Wings win a massive must-win game over the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-4 in overtime, thanks to this goal here from Dylan Larkin, or welcome to Square Sportsnet. But Larkin was able to get the massive overtime winner to keep the Red Wings playoff hopes alive, as they have a point in 5 of the last 7 games and they improved to 39, 32, and 9. While the Leafs now have a point in 4 of the last 5 games and fall 46, 24, and 10. So Nuggets was there for Toronto. For Detroit, DeBrincat scored twice. Perron and Larkin, who had the OT winner, both had goal and an assist. And Compher and Kane both had 2 assists, with Edmonton also scoring for the Red Wings in the win. While Marner had 3.8 with the goal and 2 assists. Riley had 2 assists. And Austin Matthews scored goal number 69 on the season. So very good stuff there for Matthews to be 1 away from 70. And also Tavares and Robertson also scored for the Leafs in the OT loss. So a bad loss there for Toronto. Then we saw the Nashville Predators score 4 straight, downing the Columbus Blue Jackets 6-4, as they have a 4-game point streak and improved to 47, 29, and 5. While the Jackets have lost 4 straight, 5-6, and fall 26, 43, and 12 in the season. So Nuggets is there for Columbus. For the Predators, Yossi had 4.9 with 2 goals, 2 assists. Novak had 3.9 with 2 goals and 8 assists. Nyquist and Evangelista both had 2 assists, and Glass and Forsberg both also scored for the Predators in the win. While Danforth had 3 assists. Victor Lansky scored twice. Malatesta had a goal, his first career NHL goal, and an assist. And Texas also scored for the Jackets in the loss. So a bad loss there for Columbus. Then we saw the Bruins jump up to a 3-goal lead, and were wound up also beating the Penguins by the exact same score, as the Bruins were able to win 6-4, as they have won 5-6 and they improved to 47, 18, and 15. While the Penguins' 10-game point streak ends and they fall to 37, 31, and 12. So for the Bruins, Zaka had goal and an assist. Coyle and Pasternak both had 2 assists, and Shanker, Geeky, Marchand, Heinen, and DeBrusk also scored for Bruins in the win. While Malkin, O'Connor, and Bunting all had goal and an assist, and Russ also scored for the Penguins in the loss. So interesting stuff there for the Penguins. Then we saw the Vancouver Canucks, then massive game between the top 2 teams in the Pacific Division, down the Edmonton Oilers 3-1, as they have a 3-game point streak and improve to 49, 22, and 9. While the Oilers' 4-game point streak ends and they fall to 48, 25, and 6. Nuggets are there for Edmonton. For the Canucks, Suter, Joshua, and Lafferty were 3 goal scorers for the Canucks in the win, while Kane was the lone goal scorer for the Oilers in the loss. So a bad loss there for the Oilers. Then we saw the Kings get a pretty good win over their rivals in the Anaheim Ducks 3-1, as they have won 5-6 and improved to 43, 26, and 11. While the Ducks have lost 4-5 and fall 26, 50, and 5. So Nuggets are there for Anaheim. For the Kings, Roy, Dubois, Fiala were 3 goal scorers in the win, while Zegras was the lone goal scorer for the Ducks in the loss. So bad loss there for Anaheim. And then we also saw the Minnesota Wild score 3 straight to pull ahead and beat the San Jose Sharks 6-2, as they improved to 38, 33, and 9. While the Sharks have lost 3-4 and fall 19, 52, and 9. So Nuggets are there for San Jose. For the Wild, Kaprizov had 3.9 2 goals and an assist. Boldy and Ogren, who scored his first career NHL goal, both had goal and an assist. Merrill and Brody both had 2 assists, and Johansson and Chisholm both also scored for Wild in the win. While Farrell had goal and an assist, Granlund had 2 assists, and Rudo also scored for Sharks in the loss. So bad loss there for San Jose. Those were the 13 games that happened over on Saturday, going over to the 4 games that happened over on Sunday. First, the Blues would score 4 unanswered goals down the Seattle Kraken 4-1, as they have won 3 of 4 and improved to 43, 33, and 5. While the Kraken have lost 3 straight, 4 of 6, and fall to 33, 34, and 13. For the Blues, Walker had goal and an assist, and Shenkairo and Kapanen also scored for Blues in the win. McCown was the lone goal scorer for Seattle in the loss, so a bad loss there for Seattle. Then we saw the Colorado Avalanche blow a 3-goal lead entering the 3rd period, and the Vegas Golden Knights came back with 4 straight goals, wound up downing the Colorado Avalanche 4-3 in overtime, thanks to this goal here from Tomas Hertl, our local Sportsnet. But Hertl was able to get the OT victory and help the Vegas Golden Knights get a massive 2 points, as they have now won 8 of 12 and improved to 44, 28, and 8. While the Avalanche have lost 4 of 5 and fall to 49, 25, and 7. So Nuggets up there for Colorado. For the Knights, Carlson scored twice. Barbashev and Hertl, who had the OT winner, both also scored for Knights in the win. While Makar, goal and assist, Duran and Colton also scored for the Avalanche in the loss. So bad loss there for Colorado. Then we saw the Carolina Hurricanes score 3 straight goals and came back to beat the Chicago Blackhawks 4-2, as they have won 5 straight and they improved to 52, 22, and 7. While the Hawks have lost 4 straight and fall 23, 52, and 5. So Nuggets are there for Chicago. For Carolina, Jarvis scored twice. Svechnikov had 2 assists, and Stalinaho both also scored for the Hurricanes in the win. While Anthony Sio and Nazar, who had his first career NHL goal, were 2 goal scorers for the Blackhawks in the loss. So a bad loss there for Chicago. Then we saw Calgary Flames in a high scoring back and forth game beat the Arizona Coyotes 6-5, as they have won 3 of 4 and they improved to 37, 38, and 5. While the Coyotes fall 35, 41, and 5. So Nuggets is there for Arizona. For the Flames, Kadri had 3.9 with 2 goals and an assist. Kuzmenko had a goal and an assist. Anderson had 2 assists, and Sharangovich, Coronado, and Zari also scored for the Flames in the win. While Gunther scored twice, Keller had 2 assists, and Dona Michelli and Kerfoot also scored for the Coyotes in the loss. So a bad loss there for Arizona. Those are the 4 games that happened over on Sunday, going over to 8 games that happened yesterday on Monday. First, the New York Islanders punched their ticket to the playoffs with a massive win, beating the New Jersey Devils 4-1, as they have an 8-game point streak and improved to 38, 27, 16, while the Devils finished their season losing 7 of 9, and they finished with a record of 38, 39, 5 on the season, as the New Jersey Devils season is now over. So bad stuff there for the Devils. For the Islanders, Nelson and Palmieri both had a goal and an assist, Engvall and Lee both had 2 assists, and McLean and Pajot both also scored for the Islanders in the win, while Myers one goal scored for the Devils in the loss. So bad loss there for Jersey. Then we saw the Buffalo Sabres finish out on a high note as they end the season on a 3-game point streak and finish the year with a 39-37-6 record as they beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-2, while the Bolts have lost 3 straight, 4-5, and fall to 44-29-8. So negative there for Tampa. For the Sabres, Cousins had 3 points, 2 goals and an assist. Greenway had a goal and an assist. Quinn had 2 assists, and Benson also scored for the Sabres in the win, while Stamkos and Chernik were 2 goal scorers for the Bolts in the loss. So bad loss there for Tampa. Then we saw the Washington Capitals open the scoring, and it was all they needed as they beat the Boston Bruins 2-0, as they have won 3 of 4 and they improved to 39, 31, and 11, while the Capitals have lost 2 of 3 and they fell to 47, 19, and 5. So nuggets are there for Boston. Carlson and Dell were 2 goal scorers, with Lindgren stopping all 16 shots he faced in the shout and the victory. So a very good win there for Washington. Then we saw the Pittsburgh Penguins jump out to a 2-goal lead and down the Nashville Predators 4-2, as they have won 6 of 8 and improved to 38, 31, and 12, while the Predators have their 4-game point streak end to finish the season, and they finished the year with a 47, 30, and 5 record. For the Penguins, Crosby and Carlson both had a goal and an assist. Pearson had 2 assists, and Smith and Bemstrom both also scored for Penguins in the win, while McDonough had 2 assists, and Nyquist and Forsberg were 2 goal scorers for the Predators in the loss. So a bad loss there for the Predators. Then we saw the Detroit Red Wings overcome a 3-goal deficit and score 4 straight to beat the Canadiens 5-4 in overtime, thanks to this goal here from Lucas Raymond and all Lucas Sportsnet. But Raymond was able to get a massive goal to keep the Red Wings playoff hopes alive, as they have a 3-game point streak and improved to 40, 32, and 9, although the Canadiens have a 4-game point streak and they fall to 30, 36, and 15. So that's there for Montreal. For the Red Wings, Gostisbehere had 3 assists. Raymond, who had the OT winner, and Comfort both scored twice. DeBrincat had a goal and an assist, and Piranha had 2 assists for the Red Wings in the win, while Evans had 3 assists. Gallagher scored twice, and both Harry Pernard and Baron also scored for Canadiens in the OT loss. So a bad loss there for Montreal. Then the New York Rangers clinched the President's Trophy yesterday with a 4-0 shutout victory over the Ottawa Senators, as they have won 5 of 7 and finished the year with a record of 55, 23, and 4, while the Senators have lost 5 of 8 and fall to 36, 41, and 4 in the season. Strikers are there for Ottawa. For the Rangers, Fox and Panarin both had a goal and an assist. Kreider had 2 assists. Lafreniere and Roslovic both also scored, and Shesterkin stopped all 26 shots he faced in the shutout and the victory for the New York Rangers. So a very good win there for New York. Then we saw the Wild jump out to a 3-goal lead, beat the Kings 3-1, as they've won 3 of 5 and they improved to 39, 33, and 9, while the Kings have now fallen to 43, 22, 7, and 11. So nuggets there for LA. Kaprizov had a goal and an assist. Rossi had 2 assists, and Hartman and Boldy both also scored for a while in the win. Although was one goal scored for Kings in the loss, so a balance there for LA. And lastly, we saw the Edmonton Oilers dominate and destroy the San Jose Sharks 9-2, as they have a point 5 of the last 6 games and improved to 49, 25, and 6. While the Sharks have lost 4 of 5 and fall at 19, 53, and 9. For the Oilers, Henrique, who had a goal and 2 assists, Holloway, who had a goal and 2 assists, and Nurse, who had 3 assists, all had 3-point nights. Full goal scored twice. Hyman, Perry, McDavid, and Bouchard all had a goal and an assist, including McDavid hitting his 100th assist of the year, which is really fantastic. Drysdale had 2 assists, and Ceci also scored for the Oilers in the win, while Gushchin and Zetterlund were 2 goal scorers for the Sharks in the loss. So a bad loss there for San Jose. But those are all the games that happened over the past couple of days. Those were the games that happened over on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Lots of interesting games that happened over the past couple of days. Going over to a quick look here at the last 3 days of game action. So there are going to be 8 games later today on Tuesday, 4 games on Wednesday, and the 6 games to finish up Thursday and the rest of the regular season. So later today at 4 p.m. Pacific time, there are going to be 4 games. The Boston Bruins finish up their season looking to clinch the Atlantic Division, take on the Ottawa Senators team who's trying to finish off the season strong. The Columbus Blue Jackets and Carolina Hurricanes play a meaningless game, as both teams are to finish off the regular season strong. The Red Wings was to play for their playoff lives and hope to clinch a playoff spot today, take on a Canadiens team who's trying to play spoiler, entering the final game of the season. The Washington Capitals look to try and clinch a playoff spot with the last game of the season, take on a Philadelphia Flyers team who's also trying to get into the playoffs. At 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, the potential first-round matchup is the Toronto Maple Leafs take on the Florida Panthers. Panthers potentially even trying to get ahead of the Bruins and win the Atlantic Division. At 5 p.m. Pacific time, the Jets look to clinch home ice advantage in the first round, taking on the Seattle Kraken team has been eliminated. At 7 p.m. Pacific time, the Golden Knights look to try and leapfrog back in the third spot in the Pacific Division, taking on a Blackhawks team has been eliminated. And then Vancouver Canucks look to try and clinch the Pacific Division title today at 7 p.m. Pacific time, taking on a Calgary Flames team has been eliminated. So lots of interesting games that happen later today. Tomorrow there are 4 games of NHL action. At 4 p.m. Pacific time, the Penguins could be looking to try and keep their playoff hopes alive. Taking on Islanders team was locked in the third in the Metro. The Tampa Bay Lightning and Toronto Maple Leafs finished up their regular seasons in a meaningless game. The St. Louis Blues look to try and potentially play spoilers. The Stars look to try and clinch the Western Conference. Well, the Oilers, if they still have a chance, will be looking to keep their Pacific Division hopes alive, taking on the Arizona Coyotes team who could be playing their last game in Arizona as this version of the Coyotes. And then there's 6 games over on Thursday. At 4 p.m. Pacific time, the Kraken take on the Wild, a meaningless game between 2 eliminated teams. At 5 p.m. Pacific time, the Canucks take on the Jets. At that point, it could be a meaningless game, but it could also mean home ice advantage for the Jets and Pacific Division title for the Canucks. At 6 p.m. Pacific time, a meaningless game between the San Jose Sharks and the Calgary Flames. At 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, it could be a meaningless game between the Oilers and the Avalanche, but it could also mean those two teams still potentially being in the race for first in the Pacific and home ice advantage in the first round. At 7 p.m. Pacific time, the Knights could be looking to try and finish third in the Pacific, taking on the Anaheim Ducks team. While at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, the Kings will be looking to try and finish third in the Pacific, taking on a Blackhawks team. So those are going to be some interesting games that finish up the regular season portion of the schedule. So lots of interesting games that happen later today, that happen tomorrow, that happen over on Thursday to finish up this portion of the regular season. So lastly here, going over to a look at the standings as of right now. So there are 7 teams who have locked into a playoff spot in the East, 8 in the West. So here's what the standings look like as of right now. You have 109-point Boston leading the Atlantic Division, followed by 108-point Florida, 102-point Toronto. Toronto's locked in the third in the Atlantic spot. They can't move anywhere from there. The Panthers and Bruins still have to fight for first spot in the Atlantic, which will be decided later today. Then the Metropolitan Division. The New York Rangers lead it with 114 points, followed by 111-point Carolina and 92-point New York I. All 3 of those teams have clinched playoff spots. The Rangers have clinched the President's Trophy, so in turn they have clinched the Metro Division 2, so they will be hosting the second wildcard team, which means that we will have a first round matchup of Carolina and New York I, which will be a rematch of last year's first round. Then you have the Tampa Bay Lightning first wildcard. They will play the winner of the Boston Florida, whoever wins the Atlantic Division. And then in the second wildcard position, you currently have the Washington Capitals 89 points, but you also have the Detroit Red Wings 89 points, Pittsburgh Penguins 88 points, and Philadelphia Flyers 87 points. And all 4 of those teams have a shot at getting into second wildcard position. To simply put, there are multiple scenarios, but the easiest ones for each of these teams is Washington just needs to beat the Flyers today and they are into the playoffs. It's quite simply put there for the Capitals. The Red Wings have the second simplest way to clinch a playoff spot. All they need to do is win today and hope that the Flyers beat the Capitals in any sort of fashion. So that's an easy way for the Red Wings to potentially make the playoffs. For the Pittsburgh Penguins, they have the third easiest way. They need to win tomorrow against the New York Islanders and hope that both the Red Wings and the Capitals lose in any sort of fashion today. So that's for the Penguins. The Flyers had the hardest way to clinch a playoff spot. They need a win today in regulation over the Capitals, a regulation loss from the Red Wings to the Canadiens, and they also need the Penguins to lose in any fashion to the New York Islanders tomorrow. So those are the scenarios, simply put, for the Capitals, Red Wings, Penguins, and Flyers to make the playoffs. But those are the way we see things right now, with 1 game left to go for all those teams. And then the rest of them are eliminated in Buffalo, Jersey, Ottawa, Montreal, Columbus. Meanwhile, in the Western Conference, you have the Dallas Stars at 111 points being first in the Central, followed by 106-point Winnipeg and 105-point Colorado. Dallas has clinched the Central, not the Western Conference, but they have clinched the Central. So with that being said, the Jets and Avalanche is a locked-in first-round series. It's just a matter of who's going to host home ice advantage. The Canucks have 107 points, lead the Pacific Division, followed by 104-point Edmonton and 97-point LA. Canucks and Oilers at this point in time could both still win the Pacific Division. Kings are not locked into third in the Pacific, so you got those things to think about. Then you have 99-point Nashville, who's first wildcard in the Western Conference, and then you have 96-point Vegas, who's second wildcard in the Western Conference. Nashville's locked in the first wildcard position, so they'll face the lower of the 2 division winners, while Vegas still has a shot to upend LA and get second in the Pacific. So we got a lot of interesting things still to work on over there. And then we also see that there's eliminated St. Louis, Minnesota, Calgary, Seattle, Arizona, Anaheim, Chicago, and San Jose in the Western Conference. So lots of interesting stuff there. That's what I'm going to talk about for today. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comment section below. What do you think about the games that happened over the past couple days? Any of them intriguing intrigue you over on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday? Are you looking forward to any games that happen over the next couple days on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday? And what do you think about the standings updates as we're only a couple of days away from the end of the regular season and we're nearing the start of the Stanley Cup playoffs? Definitely, I'll take your guys' thoughts on all that down in the comment section. Also, I'm going to for today. We're going to play this video, and if you're liking it, subscribe down below. Thank you for your support, and I will too with all of you guys. So if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. I also do a blog talking about news, rumors, analysis, stuff like that. So if you check that out, leave a link to that in the description below. And can't wait to see you guys all for the next video. See you guys soon.